Newly crowned WBA bantamweight champion Nonito Donaire Jr. said yesterday his next fight against WBO titleist Zolani Tete of South Africa will likely be held in Asia, with Manila an option to host the World Boxing Super Series semi-final on the way to determining a unified ruler in the 118-pound division. "Nothing's final, but I know the promoters are talking about my next fight to be in Asia," said Donaire, who wrested the WBA crown from Belfast's previously unbeaten Ryan Burnett via fifth-round stoppage in Glasgow last Saturday night. "Tete's a formidable opponent. As soon as I get back to Las Vegas, I'll be studying, preparing and learning how to win my next fight. It will probably be early next year when we do the fight. I'm excited to advance to the semi-finals as I'm getting closer to my goal of becoming the first Filipino undisputed world champion in any division." 8 fighters were tapped by the Super Series organizers to contend for the unified title. 4 have dropped out. Joining Burnett at the sidelines were Russia's Mikhail Aloin, the Dominican Republic's Juan Carlos Payano and Australia's Jason Molineux. Aloin lost a unanimous 12-round decision to Tete in Ekaterinburg last October 13. Payano was blitzed in a single round by Japan's Naoya Inoue in Yokohama last October. 7. Molineux bowed to Puerto Rico's IBF champion Emmanuel Rodriguez on a split 12-round verdict in Orlando last October. 20. In the semi-finals, Donaire will face Tete and Inoue will battle Rodriguez. The winners will advance to the final for the Muhammad Ali Trophy and the Undisputed Championship. The WBC's bantamweight throne is vacant, so it isn't participating in the competition. However, the WBC gave Donaire recognition as its Diamond champion for defeating Burnett. The WBC Diamond belt was introduced in 2009 and is given to the winner of a fight between 2 high-profile and elite boxers. Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, Bernard Hopkins, Leo Sta, Cruz, Mikey Garcia, Jorge Linares and Floyd Mayweather Jr. were former WBC Diamond title holders. Donaire said new trainer Kenny Adams was a big influence in getting him ready for Burnett and making key adjustments during the fight. "My cutman Mike Basil was in the middle facing me in every time out, but Kenny was to my right on the ring apron, where I could hear him well," he said. "When the fight started, I felt like the bigger guy, which I was. Then, Kenny told me to box, use my speed, jab, go to the body and feint. I made the adjustments. And that was when I became untouchable. I call Kenny sir, that's what I call older men I respect." Donaire was applauded by Scottish fans for his compassion and concern when Burnett was told by his trainer Adam Booth not to come out when the bell for the 5th round rang. Instead of celebrating the victory, Donaire went to Burnett's corner to console him. "I told him he's an amazing fighter, a great champion, and I wished him a speedy recovery," said Donaire. "I didn't want to win like that, but a win is a win. For all those who thought I was too old to win another title at 35, I want to tell them age ain't nothing but a number." Donaire assisted in strapping Burnett on a stretcher to carry him out of the ring. As he laid down, oxygen was administered. Burnett said his lower back gave in late in the 3rd round and he couldn't walk. But it was during the 4th when he crumpled to a knee, clutching his back after missing a long right straight. English referee Howard Foster told the mandatory 8 count and Burnett was up at 7. Burnett finished the round badly shaken and walked back to his corner, where Booth whispered twice in his ear. Burnett stood from his stool to start the fifth round, but Booth signaled surrender to Foster, who waved it off. Scans are now being done to determine the nature and extent of the injury. It was speculated that Burnett could have suffered a slip disc. But there was also talk that Burnett could have sustained serious damage when Donaire dug vicious left hooks to the side of the body.